Outside of Kabul International Airport, chaos reigns. Bursts of heavy gunfire compound the fear and panic as Taliban use riot control agents on hundreds of Afghans waiting outside a closed U.S. military gate. So many desperate to flee what remains of the country they so recently knew. A mother cradles her young child in the oppressive heat. A crowd hands a baby to U.S. Marines who get the infant medical help. There is little relief at night. More gunfire. Afghans forced away from the barrier that separates them from salvation. Inside the guarded walls of the airport, the U.S. military showing a very different world. There is food, there is water, medical help, but only for those who can get in. A CNN crew in Kabul witnessing the conditions around the airport. Afghans lining up to be processed. Some sleep on the gravel, waiting for their flight. Flights finally resuming after an hours-long pause as the U.S. scrambled to find more countries to accept evacuees. Qatar, the first place to accept fleeing Afghans, had reached its limit, and U.S. flights stopped leaving Kabul. But there are still thousands of people at the airport waiting to get out.
They have received night letters through mass text messages from the Taliban, and the Taliban said, "We are going to summarily burn you and your families alive."
Former Army Major Peter Quinn worked with Afghan commandos and pilots during deployments to Afghanistan, the elite of the Afghan military. Now he's trying to get them out before they are hunted down.
I love these men, and I owe a debt of moral obligation to them to get them, their wives, and their children out to safety.
The administration saying for the first time U.S. troops went over the wall to rescue 169 Americans nearby.
In a short amount of time, with a short amount of distance, some of our troops were able to go out there and retrieve them and bring them in.
Since the U.S. sent more troops into Kabul to speed up the evacuation, there have been no reported exchanges of fire between the Taliban and U.S. forces. But the Taliban has shown off its new equipment, courtesy of the U.S. government, seized during the collapse of the Afghan military. The U.S. has made its mission clear: get out as many people as possible, as quickly as possible. But for everyone waiting outside the airport trying to board a flight, there are many more who couldn't get this far.